In the last video, I showed you what manipulation actually costs in the body, in trust, and over time. So if triggering these programs against people eventually backfires, then what's the alternative? There is another way to be in the room with someone. It doesn't have a close, it doesn't have a script, and it can't really be faked. It's the difference between trying to close someone and generally trying to open to them. When you stop trying to move someone toward what you want and instead focus on what's actually true for them, something shifts in the room. The tribal belonging program stops scanning for threat. The scarcity program stops calculating risk. The person in front of you can actually be there with you instead of defending themselves against you. I have felt this on both sides. I've been the customer sitting across from someone who was clearly trying to close me, and my whole system tightened up, even when I couldn't even explain why. And I've also been the customer sitting across from someone who's generally trying to understand what I actually needed, and my whole system relaxed. I could think clearly. I could tell the truth. Sometimes I even bought more than I originally planned because I felt safe enough to. That safety isn't a technique, it's a biological signal. When someone feels seen instead of worked on, their mechanical mind stops treating the interaction as a threat. And in that space, real decisions can actually happen. Not manufactured ones, but real ones. Here's what I've come to believe after all these years. The business owner who can consistently create that kind of environment where people feel safe instead of triggered has something no competitor can copy, because it can't be faked at scale. You can't systemize genuine presence. You can't train people to fake safety in a way that the human nervous system won't eventually detect. The moment it becomes a technique, it stops working. But when it's real, when it comes from a place of actual caring more about the person in front of you than the transaction, it compounds in ways that manipulation never can. Trust, referrals, reputation, a room that fills because people told other people what it felt like to be in it. Those are the things that no ad budget can manufacture and no algorithm can replicate. So if this other way, opening instead of closing, is more effective over time, then we have to ask the real question underneath all of it. In the next video, I want to put that question directly on the table, because at the end of the day, this isn't really about techniques or scripts or even the mechanical mind itself. It's about something much simpler and much harder. If this series is resonating with you, stay with me for this final part.